Yeah, great. Let's do this.
All right, are we on?
Yeah, you've been on for a few minutes.
Awesome.
No.
All right. Mike and V Bodybuilding Show on location at our home.
Metroflex Gym, baby. Josh Barnett's gym. I-17 and Bell. Don't forget to come on down and pay a visit to us, guys.
Yeah, we have they're all special guests. It seems like I always say that. But we have one of the best names in bodybuilding, Shawna Strong, IFBB Pro. Has a great
New
name to it.
IFBB Pro.
She just signed the wall tonight at the Mecca Metroflex. And it's our first female bodybuilder on the show. We're excited. We're going to talk about the future of female bodybuilding, the future of Shawna Strong. What's up with Shawna Strong? Where's she going? Where's she been? How'd she get into bodybuilding?
What's next?
Without
any further ado, Shawna
Shawna
Strong,
Strong.
welcome to the show.
Yay, drum roll. Nice to see you.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
So do you remember me now? I know it's been years, but I mean, do you remember me now?
Of course, and I've seen you compete on stage. Yeah, several times. It's amazing how far you've come as an athlete.
No, this is your show.
But,
Shawna
Yeah,
Strong,
don't make
new
it about
IFBB
VJ.
Pro.
Don't make it about VJ.
gotta
Let's
put
talk
some
about-
frosting on it.
Thank you. Thank you. So, wow, you're a new IFBB Pro. How's it
Yes.
feel? Is it sunken in yet?
Oh yeah, it took a while. It took a long time, and everybody said you got to keep putting that title IFBB Pro behind your name. And I was like, oh man, but am I really? Is it true? Is it like? Is it official? And they're like, oh yeah, you won. You're a pro. You know. So I had to take some time to like soak it in. But yeah, I'm absorbing it and I'm loving it, and it's great. You know, so.
Well, I did a little, I always like to read up on my guests, and I'm a big fan, Mike's a big fan, and I know that you know, it's a lifelong dream for you to be a female bodybuilder and be a professional bodybuilder. So, you know, looking at at the first Muscle and Fitness magazine when you were 12, you had to course your mom and buy it for you. Fell in love with Arnold Schwarzenegger, that's why you like Mike, and Josh, you like bodybuilder guys.
Right, yeah.
And you studied all the training.
Sure.
But, and then you like Corey Everson.
Yes.
I think we all like Corey Everson, I still like Corey Everson.
Corey Everson. I mean, there's too many to name. There's Beth Francis, and you know, Linda Murray, of course, and then Valentina Shapira. She was amazing, inspiration for me too. Just because she was so beautiful and charismatic, she had a great routine.
Did she win the Olympia?
She did in 2002, I believe.
Right,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
one time.
Yeah. So,
I
yeah.
didn't realize. I'm going back.
And I saw her guest pose, and you know, it was all those things leading up to me becoming a bodybuilder, was watching these people grow and gain popularity, and see Corey Everson's ESPN workout on TV, and it's just...
Well, who's the girl, Kim, that you were intimidated to go up to at the gym?
Was
she a professional?
No, she was an NPC competitor, but she was amazing. I mean, she was, I was 29, she was like 40 years old. And she was the hottest girl in the gym, and I was like, damn, I can't believe she's 40, look at me, you know, and I had this, I called it Taco Bell body. I had a terrible diet, I didn't know what I was doing the magazine workouts, you know, I was just like done with it. You know, I was ready to just move on, do something to improve myself. And she was always an inspiration to me. So,
A little pricey.
you know what, we actually did a trade, and she was generous enough to offer me a trade. And so I was paying her in protein bars, believe it or not.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Nice trade.
Yes. And
Works
then
out well.
Drink to that.
she wasn't really a trainer. She just kind of took me on
Sure.
as a protege. And so I was like, okay, let's be training partners, and you train me, and learn, and maybe I can help you out somehow. And it worked for a while, and then pretty soon I was like, okay, you know what? I think I'm ready to move on and do a bodybuilding show. And she kind of went her way, I went mine, and then I found another trainer, and we did online training. And it was interesting because she was in Montana, and so she had taken pictures. She had someone take pictures, and this was back when we had the disk drives for your computer. I'm aging myself, kind of, but anyway, she would have someone take pictures and would do movements, and then send me the workout outline and the nutrition, and I just followed it. And I went to see her a month before my show. She's like, "Oh my God, you're like doing everything I told you to do." She was, "You're perfect."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Okay, this is for me," and I won like second place my first show, and then first place my second. Yeah, first
And
time.
then you made it a point, I mean, to obviously you're not just a bodybuilder, you got a full-time job, and you were competing like every year.
I had a
And, you know,
full-time
you had
job.
quite a journey to get to where
Right.
you are now.
Right.
But I want to fast forward a little bit, because I don't want to forget asking you this. But you know, I've seen Shawna from 2008 to now, and 2009, 2010, and just, you know, quite a sight to see her at the bodybuilding shows. I mean, she's this, you don't see many female bodybuilders around. But the way you look now, I mean, you look 10 years younger, but you look like 10 years progressed as a bodybuilder. What did you do to your body? You completely transformed, and now you really are a bona fide, you're a contender, you're an IFBB pro. So what the heck did you do to get to where you are just in the 3 years where I've seen you just reinvent yourself?
I think, you know what it is that you learn things along the way as time goes on, and the more people you meet, the more people you knick-knacker around that knows the sport, the more tips you come up with, and different people you get to train with. And during that time I picked up a lot of tips, but then, you know, I started working out with someone too, and that was amazing.
Having a workout partner?
Yeah, having a workout partner, because it gives you structure, and then you kind of, they show you what the weak points are.
True.
And I think not just that, but, you know, over time you start seeing your changes, and then you develop more confidence, and so there's other aspects in your life that change when that comes about. I mean, you push harder at other things.
And you learn too. I think as you're going, you're also learning what works for your body, you know?
Yeah, you do. You learn so much more, and you learn more about yourself as well, like how much you can take, and it's always
Was it the
push.
food, or was it the training intensity? What was it? Was it, you know, what was it?
It was more for me
Everything?
the training. The food is never a problem for me. I was like all about nutrition since I was little, and
You're going to get your degree here pretty soon too.
yes, in
Right.
dietetics.
Yep.
So learning about that, and that's something else we can talk about. But I always do my own diet prep, and it works for me.
Yeah.
Some people need someone to outline what they need to do, because
Sure.
they can't follow their own program because they don't have either the know-how, or they just don't
I
have
don't
the
trust it.
yeah, or they just don't know what, you know, they don't have the drive, you know, to
Right. Well, and I think some
to do
people
what they
get in
say
that
that they're
point
gonna
where
do.
I've been in both places where I've had people tell me what to do exactly, and it does take
Yeah.
that stress level off.
Yeah.
But then I've also been where I'm a control freak. So I, you know, have done my diet for, you know, several years as well. But yeah, I think there's something to be said
So
for
who was your coach? Was this last time?
This time, well, actually, you know, honestly, I started out with Vince Comerford, and that was before, that was like October, November of last year, and he taught me a lot of good techniques to develop my body. He was on the other side of town, and, you know, things didn't work out with my school, and I had some other personal issues.
But he was a local guy
He's
here.
he's a pro from, you know, back in the day, and he's a really amazing trainer. But unfortunately, we kind of parted our ways, not on a personal level, just because I needed to for me.
Yeah.
And then I actually saw Rob Farrow, yeah.
Rob Farrow, yeah.
Rob Farrow.
He's been on our show.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
So,
We were just talking about the show with
yeah,
Josh.
really, yeah.
When the interview got cut off, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Jeez, we're stealing the thunder here.
Oh yeah, he'll speak more than both of us.
But, yeah.
I'm gonna go
I can
stand.
tell
in
that
the-
about you.
I'm gonna go stand in the corner.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, tell him, Sean.
So,
He's strong on this guy.
I'll show you what's up. But yeah, so anyway, Rob was great because Rob is a very structured trainer.
Yeah.
You know, he's no bones about it. We're in our workout. He's writing things down. He's recording, and he's like timing everything exactly. And I'm like, wow, I've never had anybody do this for me before. It was awesome because when you're in prep mode, sometimes you just want to turn that brain off.
Yes.
But not only that, he helped me to go, you know, on some different exercises that I wasn't used to using on myself. Being always training by myself in the past 3-4 years,
Yeah.
it was nice. So.
Well, yeah, you. I mean, you were just from head to toe. Your head to toe, ripped. You know, the glutes were just shredded. And
That's
you're
hard to
pretty-
get.
I know, but wow.
I have a
impressive.
method for that. It's a secret. I
Yeah.
might share it. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe. Well, maybe.
Well,
I'll-
I have a question for you, because what is it? What was that, Masters Nationals that you turned pro?
Yes.
Okay, which is pretty recent. And I guess, like for me, I keep asking this question, and I'm glad that we have a female bodybuilder on the show. Because it seems like it's going away, you know?
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on that? I mean, I just want to throw it out there. Because I have a lot of female friends that are bodybuilders. And to me, I wonder, what are you going to do with it? The muscle doesn't go away. You know, so we built the sport up to be where it is now. And then now we say, go? You know what I mean? And so I mean, if you want to share with us, just what is your insight on that? Because now you're a new pro,
Yeah,
but they're not even having the Olympia.
yeah, well, they are having the Olympia.
But they're sending it to the Czech Republic, correct? That's what.
Well, as far as I know, Robin Chang has, and I just got the IFBB schedule, so it's in the schedule. I don't know exactly where they're going to have it yet. So I hate to speak ahead of the game,
Right.
but there are definitely 5 shows lined up to that. So yeah,
5 women
5
bodybuilding
pro
shows.
women's.
That's awesome.
Yes,
That's
to
awesome.
qualify.
Cool.
So yeah, so we have that, and we have people that have stepped up and have given us money, you know, so that we can compete. But to answer your question about bodybuilding, it's not gone away. I'm not giving up. I never gave up. And I think what has happened is just the media had pulled out. People, or supplement companies in general, had kind of pulled back and weren't sponsoring as many people.
Well, then let me rephrase that too, because I guess what I'm meaning is they're creating, when I say they, the NPC and the people are changing.
Powers that be.
They're changing women's bodybuilding. They don't want that look any longer, you know. And so I struggle with how is that? I mean, how is it okay that you guys have worked this hard to get to this point, and now it's really you've had everything like kicked right from underneath it. You know?
It is tough. It is tough, and we never know what the judges are looking for actually. You know, so
Right.
you know, I don't know. They created women's physique. Maybe it's a new category, maybe to replace women's bodybuilding, you know, there's a lot of hearsay.
Right.
But I know that they would love for the female bodybuilding sport to be more feminine, and I hope that I represent that, and I'm trying to represent that, and that is my thing.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, and even, it's all hard work.
Well, really, you do, because there's some
It's all
different.
You do. You do.
And they did, sorry, the judges, in the past had set the bar to be a certain level.
Right.
And like you said, now, you know, it's kind of coming down a
Continue
little
to dial
bit.
back.
So it is hard for female bodybuilders who've reached that level to be like, whoa, what's up? So I don't know what they're going to do. They're probably going to maintain what they have. It's hard. I mean, if you got to your biggest potential and somebody said, you need to take it down,
Right.
would you want to do it? No.
I want to get bigger. I just want to get big.
Right, because you love it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's what drives you.
Yeah.
So, and then that's what I say, when women want to be that way, let them be that way.
Yeah.
We're not telling them.
It's even harder. I mean, it's even harder for a woman to get jacked than a guy. So, I mean, hats off.
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for what you do.
It is simple. But, you know, everybody wants to reach their certain level. I have things I want to work on as a female bodybuilder and to bring out and to improve, and I do plan on doing that. I'm not risking my femininity for that. I still feel like a woman. I still act like a woman. I still have womanly thoughts and everything else. I love to shop, hair, makeup, you know. So, you know, it's just, I'm still a female inside. Just I like to train hard like a guy.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys get the backing, you know what I mean? Because I think that the future of women's bodybuilding is going to depend on sponsorships and money and getting you guys what you deserve. I mean, there's something to be said that you have a contest, but there's also something that says that you're rewarded for it too. You know?
Yes.
And so the prize money is just, you know, obviously needs to be there too for you guys. So.
Yeah,
And when they, go ahead.
I'm sorry, but I did want to throw out that there are people, you know, like Muscle Pros Live, Melody Specco. She's an IFBB pro, and she's kind of developed a site that would help female bodybuilders. Wings of Strength, they help female bodybuilders.
The
and
Mike and V bodybuilding show.
ShawnaStrong.com.
ShawnaStrong.com, Mike and V.
Yes.
Yes.
We promote
Love you
everybody.
guys. Yep, and I lost my train of thought, so.
Well, I was going to talk about pendulum because, you know.
Gen X Labs, they're
Gen X.
sponsoring me.
Ah, nice.
Congratulations.
We'll get them to at the end
Yeah.
too.
We won't let you forget that. We'll come back. But I think about introducing this new division, two new divisions, men's physique and women's physique.
Right.
And what I see already, and I already predicted this, is the pendulum is swinging up, and they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Seems.
Pretty soon, the women's physique is going to look like women's bodybuilding. Then they're going to knock the pendulum back down, just like they do in the MPC. Now they're looking for small. And then how do you know what they're looking for? Like you said earlier in the interview, that's why I wanted to touch on that. You never know.
Yeah, it's tough because you have a panel of judges that all have a different perspective.
Right.
They're told to look at certain things, and this is what we want, but they give 7 different people for a reason, You know, what do you like? What are you looking for? What stands out to you? The only thing is like some of them still like that old school,
Right.
and if there's more of those people that want what they're not supposed to be looking for, then you're gonna have the same response, you know.
Yeah.
So either you change the judges or you change, you know, everything.
Everything.
I don't know.
So yeah, coming up, we were talking. Actually, I think we were texting today about superheroes.
Oh yes.
And I wanted to talk about that. It's so cool how you always like superheroes and thought of yourself. That's actually why you wanted to get into bodybuilding, is you just like this supernatural look, and you wanted to look like that. So talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, as a child, I have to admit I played with my brother's He-Man characters.
He-Man, I love
Because
it.
I loved his body. Not that I fondled the little guy, but I did.
The poor He-Man.
I did enjoy it. Anyway, I watched cartoons. I played superheroes with my best friend. Actually knocked her front tooth out playing Wonder Woman and Spider-Girl. She ran into my forehead and I had the band on. Saved my forehead, but her tooth got knocked out. But I mean, ever since I was a kid, I was just a humongous fan. The Hulk, I mean, all of them, just was amazing. And then Conan came out, and as time evolved, when I went from watching cartoons, and I went into watching Conan, and when bodybuilding started surfacing. And
Love
then,
Arnold.
Yeah, Arnold was my very first inspiration.
Yeah.
So I have to.
Is he your
say
first crush too?
First crush, yeah. Oh yeah, I had a heart necklace
There goes
with
Arnold
his picture
again.
in
There
there
goes
and a
history.
frame. I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, I love Lou Ferrigno too. I mean, there's a lot of guys I can throw out there that really stood out. But
Who else? Who else?
oh my gosh, here with me on the spot. I can go way back into gosh, what's his name? Reese. Yeah, you're putting me on the spot, so I can't think of names. Oh my gosh.
It'll come back to her.
Don't
on
put
the
this
next
in there.
subject.
Yeah. Erase. Yeah. Now
So
it'll come back.
moving forward to 2014, I know it's a goal you're going to get on stage. You don't know what shows out, but there's not a schedule out.
Yeah,
So you can't-
there's
you
5
can't-
shows out
There
now,
is,
right?
yeah.
Okay, did you
schedule.
pick a show?
You know,
You're not talking
you
about.
only have 5 pick from, so and you have to qualify for the Olympia. So
Right.
Does that mean you get first or second, or?
that means if you place first in a show, then you qualify for the Olympia. And it used to be for the
And then
Arnold
the last,
Classic.
oh,
That
go ahead.
if you won the Arnold Classic, to you automatically.
And then you can, like, if you get in the, you place high in several shows, and you can earn points.
Yeah, they have a point system. I don't know if they're running
They have
for for the women, are they?
They have
Oh,
the
they are?
prices.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So you want to place high in every show you do, and you want to accumulate the most points.
Right.
So I mean, that's
So-
why a lot of the girls are run ragged because they're
They're doing 4 or 5
show
shows. Right.
after show, and it's really hard. Yeah.
So in my research I did on you, she wants to get better every year. We can all relate to that, getting, in her late 30s, early 40s, me. And what did you, I know I've said this, I've asked you several times, but you have not really given me a solid answer. So I'll just ask you, what you do to your skin? I mean, your skin you really do look 5 years younger, 10 years younger, I don't know. You look way younger than you used to.
I think it's my diet.
Is it?
It's everything that I do now is completely different. So diet, supplementation. I clean my body out. Like I haven't had anything in my body for 6 weeks. For enhancing my workouts. I just do vitamins right now. So I think it's important to do that to keep yourself healthy.
Absolutely.
And it just cleans your body out, and then when you're ready to go again, and you just your body responds that much better.
Yeah.
But I mean, I never have a skin problem. I think it's just because I always keep my diet pretty clean. I'm not a junk food junkie.
Well, and then, most people from the Pacific Northwest, we have good skin up there.
Right.
Wow.
Hey, it happens.
We grew up on freshly killed meats and garden food,
This
and
is
food off the
correct.
trees.
Snow from the ground.
it's-
Shawna's up from Washington State, where I'm from, so we're very familiar with the territory.
Yes.
I'm kind of surprised, being that I've competed up there from '97 to
I know,
all the way to
remember
'08, and I've probably seen some of the shows around. But tell us a little bit about home, and is family still up there?
my family is in Washington State in Northport, or clear up by the Canadian border. So
If you all are from
Partial.
Spokane, you know where Northport is.
maybe podunk town, but you know what? They're all awesome. It's like a
Yes,
family back there.
very
They
much so.
completely support me. But yeah, it was my bodybuilding started, you know, in 2003. So
And you did you compete in Washington?
I did. I started on the WFNA organization and natural organization when they dissolved. Then I entered the NPC, and the NPC was, you know, there, and I noticed the competitors were at a totally different level. So,
Yeah, right.
so I was like, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. I better step this up a notch.
Right.
So, so I took some time off, you know, kind of lost interest. Moved to Arizona in 2005, 2006, and
2006.
it was 2006.
He knows your history.
Jeez, okay, yeah. Thank you.
2006.
Yeah. It's got my back.
That's a fact.
Don't argue.
He knows your stats.
Anyway, so I kind of, if you read my biography on ShawnaStrong.com, I kind of chronicle everything on there and my contest history. And yes, you can see the stages. I had some pictures I was able to surface, but there were some gaps where I didn't have pictures.
Right.
Couldn't find them on the internet anymore. I don't know why, but so.
Well, I hate to sound cliche, but you know, like a fine wine, getting better with age. All three of us, especially.
Oh,
Especially you.
thank you.
We're so stoked to have Shawna Strong, IFBB
Shawna
Pro,
Strong.
in the house.
In the house.
And
So, you know, anything you want to throw a shout out to anybody?
Yeah, you want to
Somebody
say,
you'd like to
thank any sponsors or anybody that helps you out here in town, or who helps you get to where you need to be?
definitely Rob Farrow, Melody Speccosa is there. A lot of my fans on Facebook and fans that have seen me grow along the way. There's many, so you know, I'm a big celebrity. I'm just kidding. My family.
Yeah, we have paparazzi. You should see the paparazzi here walking in today. Wow.
Yeah, right. You know, you have to shake them off with a stick and add it, you know, flex the muscles to scare them off.
I didn't scare them off though. They kept coming in close. That's Shawna Strong.
Yeah. Well, that's funny. So yeah, it's
Who's your sponsor? Your
Gen X Labs.
Tell us about Gen X. How'd you get hooked up with them?
You know, this is interesting. I was at the Olympia this year, and I was walking around doing the show and all by myself, and this guy comes up to me and he's like, he goes, "You look like a bodybuilder." He goes, "Do you have a sponsor?" And I was like, no. He goes, "Well, hey, nice to meet you. I'm Robert Capella. I'm at Gen X Labs, and here's some of my team." And they were
Wow.
running around.
Right place, right. That's awesome.
Right place, right time, and you know, just running around acting like a deer with my deer in the headlight look. You know,
Yeah.
it's attractive.
Hey,
It
it worked.
So you just did a pretty big photo shoot of
Yeah.
was that recent with the superhero stuff? Is that new?
I did, yeah. Actually, since all this has come down, I've done a portfolio of different photos, and lots of photographers have worked with me, great ones, and I put a portfolio on Model Mayhem, and so I wanted to like open the door to like different styles of posing. You know, you can display a muscular physique
Right.
in a fashionable way, but also in an artistic way, not just in flexing and posing.
And how do they find you on Model Mayhem? Just Shawna Strong?
Shawna Strong.
Just search you?
Yeah, and I've been busy ever since. I get 3
What's the
shoots a week.
website?
Model
Model.
Mayhem.
Models Mayhem?
Model.
Oh,
Mayhem.
Model
Mayhem.
Model Mayhem.
MAYHEM. Modelmayhem.com. So I put a different spread of photos on there, and yeah, so I direct a lot of different
So you're staying
photographers.
in shape. You have to stay in shape for all these photos.
I have been staying in shape, however, my tan is fading, and so, you know, you got to give your skin a break as well.
Absolutely.
And where you said you were sick, we were going to have her on the show last week, but you were sick last week.
Yeah, actually, I've been through a lower back injury, and also I got sick with food poisoning, and today's the first day I've actually felt like myself. So, you know, but it happens, and I just hope that this round is gone, and I'm healthy now for
Nice.
the rest of the year or more.
Longer.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Oh my gosh,
You know.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what else is going on?
Well, just my dietetics degree. I'm finishing that up at ASU.
Okay.
I have a community health education degree, but I never really wanted to do anything with it. My true desire was to have a nutrition degree. So I decided to enroll there, and I'm almost done. I'm almost 3 classes away from being done.
Nice.
So graduate in May. And
Are you a full-time personal trainer now too?
That's what I was gonna ask.
you know,
Are you
I can't be full-time personal trainer, yeah. As a matter of fact, I do online training programs and nutrition. So as far as like working from home is no big deal, but you know,
So if they want a nutrition
Yeah, is
plan-
that the same website that they
yeah,
use on the contract?
ShawnaStrong.com. And
ShawnaStrong.com, guys.
it's always being advanced and revised, so I'll be adding some stuff to it soon, and a membership and everything else. So yeah, so big plans, and but I just wanted to kind of let everybody know that I'm kind of getting into the realm of nutrition for athletes and bodybuilders in specific, because bodybuilders, you know, we can diet, we can follow a workout plan, but a lot of what people don't know and trainers don't know is how to replenish your vitamins, how to keep your vitamins in your system, what are you lacking? Because there's a lot of foods and diet programs that we do, and we're talking like, you know, 0 carbs, where now you're taking out B vitamins, you're taking out all these things that you're getting from, you know, your complex carbohydrates that are fortified,
Right.
and they're gone. So you have to know, okay, I need to get these in my system, and then not only that, it's just, you know, high protein diets too, how taxing it can be on your system.
Absolutely.
You know, using enzymes, that really helps break down the proteins and assimilate them better. So
Totally
you know,
speaking my language right now.
nutrition is a huge part of it, and being easy on your body, because it's going through so much work.
On the spirit of nutrition.
Yes.
I knew this was coming.
Alright. How much
Before we
emphasis?
go.
Yeah. How much emphasis would you say, percentage-wise? Is it 90% nutrition, 10% training, or is it 85%, whatever? I mean, I put it pretty high as far. I think nutrition's everything, personally.
And nutrition is a humongous part of it. I know, you know, starting from scratch, from the very basic, that, you know, I never, you know, I would say that it's probably around 80%. And then that's always been like the going number, but the training is just as much.
It is.
You have
Well,
to
like Rusty Jeffers put it.
Yeah,
He
we're
says
set,
everything
yes.
is- He
Everything's
says you gotta be
equally
100%
100%.
Josh, how much time do we have left here?
You're at 27 minutes.
27
Oh
minutes.
my God.
Wow,
You're gonna have
Shawna
to
Strong,
catch,
we're
like-
cutting you off, girl.
Shawna Strong.
Thank you very much.
Maybe just like a, can we get like a bicep pose or
I'm
something?
I'm
gonna
not
do
flexing
an
next to
emergency
her.
pose down. Come on, guys. But I didn't pump up first. You guys
No,
did.
we didn't. We didn't do our bodies.
You lied,
We
you
cut it
lied.
short because of Shawna Strong in the house.
Yeah.
We gotta get the
That's
names
it, guys.
All right, we have, want to thank our sponsors, Peoria Ford, MHTH,
Iron Infinity
Big Easy Promotions,
in the house. Kicking
Josh
butt.
Barnett, Shawna Strong,
Metroflex Gym. Thank
Mike
you
and
all.
Me Bodybuilding Show.
Episode number 30.
Platform for all
Yeah.
bodybuilders.
Check it out, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Back.
Bam.